So welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here we are now. It's Ray and Sue's travel channel, and we're about to embark on our next adventure, which is a 16-night cruise from Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal and Mexico to Los Angeles, California. So we just got on board and we're on the beautiful Serenade of the seas, and I just thought I would share with you this wonderful view across the port. Lots of Royal Caribbean ships in today. Oasis is there, and a variety of other cruise ships as well as Serenade too. And just thought I'd give you a little scan of the port area. I'm sure you've seen this many times, but it's good just to get a real feel for the amount of shipping that gets into this port, and frankly the amount of customers that they must deal with on turnaround day with each of the ships involved. So stay with us as we embark on our 16-night cruise on the beautiful Serenade of the seas, and we're going through the Panama Canal, so we look forward to bringing all of our stops in Grand Cayman and in Mexico and Guatemala and of course Mexico to you. So stay tuned, and we look forward to sharing all of that with you. And of course it's a lovely port here at Fort Lauderdale. Here we are, we're in Terminal 29 today on the beautiful Serenade of the seas, and in addition to the wonderful port facilities and the beautiful natural environment around, we're also greeted by the odd airplane going in and out of Fort Lauderdale Airport. Well, I just wanted to share with you again another little panoramic scan around the area, and you can see a variety of other ships, some Carnival and some Norwegian cruise line ships, but also a variety of other Royal Caribbean ships in the port today. Oasis of the Seas is in the back, in the centre of the shot now, and looks like another Vision class ship there too, perhaps Jewel of the Seas, but you can see the magnitude of the port itself, and the number of ships that are in here. We can count 6, including Serenade of the Seas, which we're on right now. So come with us as we share our initial views of the ship with you. We're going to share our stateroom, and we're also going to share with you our departure from Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale. So stay tuned. And one of the things we love about Fort Lauderdale and coming back here all time after time is the wonderful scenery and the scenic view you get from just being on one of the cruise ships in the port, and this wonderful waterway that goes all the way up the top of the peninsula, and then obviously eventually goes out to sea. But then when you scan round after having seen all of the small craft that are navigating the inlet, you actually find the rest of the port itself and the exit to the port, which of course is over by those high-rise buildings over in the centre of the shot now. So it'll be good to be able to show you that when we cast off later on, and the rest of the ship as we celebrate our departure on our 16-night cruise. So stay tuned with us, stay with us as we share all of that with you here on Ray and Sue's travel channel. And indeed, if you have any questions about this particular cruise or other cruises that you may have seen on our channel, then please do leave a comment or a question below this video. We'll do our very best to respond to it promptly and answer your questions. If you've invested your time in viewing our content, then for that we're very grateful, and of course it goes without saying that we'll do our very best to respond to you. And if you want to consider liking and subscribing to the channel, then please do so. It's entirely free, and you'll find well over 300 videos on our channel, and they're ship tours and port tours and tips and advice from cruises around the world. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to continue to see some of our cruise content. And so here on the channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, we always like to bring you things that you won't necessarily see every day. And if we scan down here into the water, you'll see manatee. How lovely is that? How fantastic is that? So again, you don't see that every day. So a great opportunity to share that with you. Isn't that lovely? So welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here we are now. It's Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, and we're on the beautiful Serenade of the Seas on our 16-night Panama Canal cruise from Fort Lauderdale up to Los Angeles. And we thought we would share with you our inside stateroom on deck 3, and here we are now. So let's take you for a tour around the stateroom. Okay, so when you enter into your room, on the back of the door there's some really important information relative to muster and information in the event of emergency. So I'll just share that with you now. We're in 6231 and it says that our muster station is F18 and will give us an indication of the best route to take should there be an emergency requiring us to go to our muster station. We of course don't expect that, but you never know. So really important information on the back of your door, tells you where to go and how to get there quickly. And the alarm sound is 7 beeps and 1 long beep, which is the signal to go to your muster station to abandon ship. So please do bear that in mind. Also on the back door there's one of these little magnetic things where you can put on the outside of your door if you're sleeping. If you don't want to be disturbed, you can put that and it will stick to your door very, very easily. Okay, so let's have a look in the bathroom then. First of all, we'll have a look on the bathroom. On the back of the door there are some very handy hooks for your towels, etc. And if we look on the right hand side here, you can see the shower area. Nice little shower area with those nice round plastic doors on them. Gone are the days where you used to have shower curtains in. You don't need me to tell you what's down on the bottom left hand side, but there's towel rails. And also if we now take a look on the left hand side, we can see the sink area, various amenities, glasses, and behind the mirrors on the side there's also ample storage. So not a massive bathroom by any means, but practical and useful, and you know, it helps you use the bathroom for whatever that you need without getting too confined. So that's the bathroom on an inside stateroom on Serenade of the Seas. Okay, so let's continue the tour then. So when we come out of the bathroom, on this right hand side we have a double wardrobe space, and let's go in there now and show you a little bit of that. On this particular ship, it's been designed such that there are 2 separate wardrobe spaces, one on the left and on the right of the shelf unit we can see here on the right hand side in the shot now. And there's the upper bars and there's some storage above where the life jackets are. And then also halfway down you can see that there is another hanging bar that you can move down to put on short t-shirts and shirts and things. And of course you've got a number of shelf units there. And if we open up this other door, you can see that on this side again there's another wardrobe space, and of course another mid-rail as well, and plenty of storage down below for shoes and such like, and again storage above. So that's the wardrobe space here in our stateroom. And if we spin round now, we'll be able to see the lovely Susie in the mirror, and there's a really nice desk here with lots and lots of useful information when you board. So if you're part of the various programs, or if you've got certain amenities that are left for you, then you get them. And of course, as you can see, there's a couple of bottles of wine there for us as we're Diamond Plus members, but lots and lots of information about the ports that we're going to go into, the sorts of benefits that you get on the Crown and Anchor Society loyalty program, and information about various spectaculars and things that are planned throughout the cruise. So what else can we see there? Well, of course, light switches, etc., but also, and we get a lot of questions about this, and that is, what sort of power sockets do we get on the Royal Caribbean ships? So here's one here. This is a US 110 volt power socket, and then if we pan over to this left hand side near the bottles of wine, you'll see another US 110 volt and also a European 210 volt. So they're really helpful if you're coming from abroad. You can use your individual sockets there from Europe, and if you've got converters, you can also plug them in there to get a 110 volt or a 220 volt supply. So that's the electrical connections. And then of course there's a nice little flat screen TV, and above you can see again some more storage, and there's a little safe in there for you to put in your valuables. You can't put a laptop in there, by the way. They're a bit smaller than they used to be, but nevertheless still somewhere where you can put your valuables in. So that's the safe and the shelf storage. And then below the TV there is a refrigerator. Now they used to fill this up and used to have a mini bar, but now it's just an empty refrigerator chiller, if you like, for you to put stuff that you want to keep cool in there. So that's underneath the TV. And then to the left of that is some more shelving, and there's a very nice leather coated seat. And part of the upgrades, a lot of the seats and the various things have actually been changed, so that's a really useful thing in terms of just giving it a bit of an update. And as we get round, there is a very nice comfortable bed, and that's a king size bed, and they can be split into two if you want two singles. And there's also an opportunity for you to select the type of pillow that you would like, either hard or a softer pillow. Lights to the side and nightstands on the side with more storage, so that's really, really good. Another question that comes up is, what do I do with my suitcases when I've emptied them? Well, they will fit underneath the beds, so no matter how deep they are, and Susie's very helpfully demonstrating there, you can slide your suitcases under the beds. Thank you, Susie. And then if we go to the right hand side, you can see again another nightstand, and there's the telephone, and then again some storage there as well, and control of the bedside lights as well. Okay, and one of the other things that we think is really useful as a result of the upgrade is here on the left hand side of the bed, you can see where the switch work used to be, there is another set of power supplies. So there's a couple of European 220 volt power supplies, and also a couple of USBs, and so that's new for this class of ship, obviously as a result of the upgrade. So that's really useful in itself. And then if we pan up and pan around, then you can see again there's a mirror above the bed, and then the bed area itself. Okay, so as we pan around, we can see a very, very nice two-seater leather couch that Susie is occupying at the moment. And again, we do get a few amenities on board when we sail with Royal, and there's half a dozen bottles of water which are complimentary for us, and that really, really nice newish looking leather seat as well. So there you go. So that is the inside stateroom here on deck 3. Of course, lots of mirrors everywhere, and behind those mirrors on the above the desk area there is more storage as well. So really, really useful in terms of how it's been designed, and also the sorts of storage that you've got in the stateroom itself. And so that's the stateroom. We hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that's been useful. And if you've got any questions, do please leave them down below and we will endeavour to answer them for you. Okay, so welcome back, cruise friends. It's just nearly 4:30 on day one of our 16-day cruise from beautiful Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal to Los Angeles, California. We're really looking forward to this departure, and we're looking forward to sharing all of our itinerary and this beautiful ship, which is Serenade of the Seas, with you. So today's a beautiful day. It's about 28 degrees and we are just starting to depart Fort Lauderdale cruise port, and so we're just inching our way out past the Holland America Line ship that we can see in front of us. There's also in the back of the shot now, in the middle, a couple of Royal Caribbean ships, one of which we think is Jewel of the Seas. She's also in the process of leaving, and behind her is Oasis of the Seas, one of the Oasis class ships, which sadly we haven't been on before, but we certainly have on Jewel. And if you'd like to see Jewel of the Seas, then take a look at our channel, and one of the playlists will share with you our transatlantic crossing from last year. And as we inch our way away from Terminal 29, we can get a better glimpse of these ships leaving the port area. And so we're starting to move forward now into the slipway, the waterway. Of course, the local port pilot will be navigating through this quite narrow channel, and you can see in the background now Vision class Jewel of the Seas is leaving the port as well. But as we make our progress, we'll come back in to this video and share with you lots more of this Holland America, a ship that's fast approaching on our port side. And so on the channel, of course, when we're doing our departure videos, we like to share the other brands with you, of course. And here is Holland America New Amsterdam, a lovely ship in her own right. And as we move past her, we can see a number of people out on their balconies, and the size of the ship herself, and quite a magnificent ship in her own right. So that's New Amsterdam, part of the Holland America Line, and we're just passing her as we make our departure from the port itself. And as you can see up front, just making her exit into the exit way is Jewel of the Seas, and another Royal Caribbean ship of approximately the same size as Serenade of the Seas, which is the ship we're currently sailing upon. And here another little shot of New Amsterdam as we depart from Terminal 29. And another little shot now of Oasis of the Seas at her terminal here in Port Everglades before she departs this afternoon. Lovely ship, and we hope to be on her soon. And again, a better view of the causeway, the bridge that goes over towards the centre of Fort Lauderdale. And here we're just taking our right turn now into the exitway. And as I mentioned, the tall white building just behind the bridge is the Hilton Marina. and then a lovely set of shorefront residences and maybe the odd restaurant and bar there. And a simply lovely waterfront here with some very impressive residences and no doubt some very impressive maintenance fees that go along with that, but an absolute ideal place if you are a cruise fan or a shipping buff to be able to watch some pretty spectacular shipping arriving and leaving this wonderful port. How lovely is that? And so as we make our way through into the exit channel now, another 200 or 300 yards and we will be exiting Port Everglades, and I just thought I'd share with you this little beachfront area with private residences all along the coastline, and in a little while we shall pass a few little small boats coming into the port and these impressive apartment buildings, condos and the like, no doubt. So as we leave the port, I just thought I would share with you one last sweeping shot of the whole area, and indeed of course the exit slipway for this particular cruise.
There's the kayak.
Okay, and so as we make our way out of the exit way, you just see now the main beach area on the front in the port, and we hope that's been useful for you. That's our onboarding, room tour, initial ship review and our departure here on the lovely Serenade of the Seas. And if this is the sort of content that you are liking, just drop us any comments and questions at the bottom of this video. We'll be happy to answer them. That has been Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. This is Serenade of the Seas on our 16-night cruise to Los Angeles. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more, then check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a multitude of different videos covering ship tours, port tours, and offering up tips and advice. You'll also find individual playlists where you can centre in on a specific ship or a specific itinerary. And consider liking and subscribing to Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. It's free, and there's not a lot free these days, is there? Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.